Today I would like to talk to you about Carol Dweck's self-theories. She writes about them in her book entitled Self-Theories, Their Role in Motivation, Personality, and Development. In her book, she asserts that individuals come to one of two different views about their intellect at as early as the age of 5 years old. And those with the entity view of intellect believe that their intellect is just a solid entity. It's fixed, it's unchangeable, it's not malleable, and they are given this at birth. They will usually tend to shy away from instances in their educational development where they may feel deficient in some way, because when someone measures that deficiency, they feel like it reflects negatively on the amount of intelligence they were given. And so subjects like, in my instance, the subject of English was a rough subject, because I, as a youngster, held the entity view of intellect. Anything that had to do with literature or English, I shied away from, and it was horrible. And as a result, my reading and comprehension was very low, and I handicapped myself without knowing it. The other theory that she speaks of is the incremental intellectual theory, or intelligence theory. And what that states is that those individuals who hold the incremental view of their intelligence believe that it's constantly molding and changing and expanding, and when they find themselves in situations that maybe they will test poorly, or they won't be able to understand or comprehend something in the way that they feel they should, it just spurs them on to want to do it differently, approach it at a different angle, or what have you. So that I myself started out in my educational career way back in the day with the entity view of my intelligence, and I had stuff coming from all different angles to encourage me to have that view. I was told that I was, as many of you already know, I was told that I was handicapped, that I was poor with reading and comprehension, and it really stunted my educational growth, let's put it that way. And what I have found is, and Carol Dweck and others have also found the same thing, is that you can actually bring one from the entity view over to the incremental view, provided that you teach them, that their brain, whenever they learn, forms new pathways and changes and molds itself, and you teach them that. In order to really hit it home, you have to provide a tool that allows them constant reassurance that that is the case, and that their brain is changing, and their intellect is growing, and their intelligence is expansive, and they can use effort and hard work and approach from different angles and so on to improve upon their own intelligence. That brings me to this piece of software. I used it before I started my schoolwork with Full Sail, and mind you, I held the entity view all the way up through my high school career, and right up until the time I started at Full Sail. And this software is called Ace Reader, and it is a speed reading software. It takes your eyes and trains them to move rapidly and comprehend and notice and file away the words as they come across your screen in the software. And after a while, you will just get into the habit of reading in the same manner, whether you're reading from paper or from a screen. The software itself gives you comprehension tests and speed reading tests, so that you can see where you've started and you can see how you've progressed throughout the program. It takes anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes a day to run through the exercises, and it allowed me to go from 120 words per minute reading speed to over 600 words per minute reading speed. And for me, that was also, I believe this software could go a long ways towards helping other students make that paradigm shift from an entity view of their intelligence to the incremental view of intelligence.